In this video, we are going to be looking at the top 10 best traders on Roblox. Alright guys, right before we start, let me just make some clarifications. To rank these players, I haven't just looked at their value, but I've thought about how they earn their value. You know, for example, getting an Empress in 2009 for 20,000 Robux and then it being 20 million takes much less skill compared to actually trading up to 10 million within a year. I'm going to be looking at how much these traders started with and how long it took them to get there. Alright, let's get right into it. Number 10. Number 10 is a fellow moderator of the Lord Arcade Discord server. Make sure to join it if you haven't already. So number 10 is the one and only Slyren. Slyren, aka Aclaw, has done really well in trading. Honestly. I mean, if you look at it, he started on October 9th, 2020 with around 200,000 value and made that all the way to 3 million in February 28th. In around 4.5 months, 3 million is really good. I respect it, man. Good on you. Number 9. Chicken Wing 4848. Guys, if you trade on Roblox, there's a really high chance you've received a trade from this person. And the reason for that is because they actually use a trade bot. But I am still heavily impressed, okay? This person has barely done any manual trading, and in 6 months, they've made 100k go all the way up to almost 5 million. I mean, trade bot or not, that is still pretty insane. I haven't seen any other trade botters perform this well, and that's because I think this person has their own really good configurations, which allow it to get certain OP items such as Clockwork Shades, Prankster, and you know, for 6 months, that's pretty insane. Well, one thing to keep in mind, guys, is that some of these people on this list may have plugged, and there's no way we can properly tell unless we look at their completed trades. Plugging is basically trading for stolen or poisoned items on purpose. First of all, having poisoned or stolen items increases the risk of your account being terminated, and also it's pretty unethical because that supports Roblox hackers and lets them get clean items that they can sell for real money. So speaking about number 8 is definitely a plugger. His name is 17 Alex, okay? He started all the way in August 24th of 2019 with 200k and made his way really high up to almost 6 million. I mean, honestly, in 1 year, going to 6 million from 200k is pretty good. And you know, I think he's not number 8 because he hasn't just done this once, but he's reached millions multiple times. If you look here again, on October 3rd with 500k, he has made his way up to 4 million. And who knows if he's ever USD sold, seeing these drops and peaks and drops. Number 8. Number 8 on this list is a fellow Rollimons moderator. He's known as Durag Suglight, and his Roblox account name is Faran123. He has done really well in his trading career. I mean, look at that graph. It's just so upwards. I mean, with 8 million wrap, 9.3 million value, starting with 80k on July 3rd, and you know, peaking his way up to 7.4 million, okay, in March. So, I mean, if you just think about that, that's 8 months to reach 7.4 million. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And then, you know, he takes a break, and then from May 10th all the way to July 31st, he reaches 9.3 million value. 3 million in 2 months just shows how consistent this trader is. Faran, you've done a good job, and I respect it. Number 6. Number 6 might be a bit controversial because there's been many people who've accused this person as being a fail trader. But you know, I think there's something we all gotta respect them for. The user I am talking about is the one and only GPR3, also known as Lonnie. So Lonnie gets hated a lot by a lot of people because people say he's failed traded, which, you know, I guess could be true in certain instances. But the thing is, there's one thing we gotta respect him for. Lonnie used to have a horde of around 70 playful vampires, okay? And you know, this was maybe around July, where he had around 9 million value. He was hoarding these playfuls when they were 30k each. You know, just over time, inflation started and playful reached a peak of 100k value, making his value go all the way to 17.5 million. That's probably one of the biggest hoard gains of 2021 and 2020. I mean, he doubled his value, and you know, doubling 8 million is very hard to do. I respect that he actually picked the item and you know, believed in it, and actually managed to get 70 playfuls. Number 5. Number 5 on this list is a very short-term Roblox trader. A short-term trader that has made extreme gains. I remember the sheep grinding at the end of 2020 and at the start of 2021. And you know, his gains were just insane. Starting with 84k at the end of June, making his way all the way up to 3.5 million on October 3rd. I mean, hitting 3.5 million in 4 months is just crazy. And you know, he took a break and then made himself go from 4.4 million on December 12th all the way to 8.4 million on January 15th. I mean, that's 5 million gained in a month. I remember one of the times he made an extreme profit was when he owned 2 Black Sparkle Time fedoras. And you know, at the time, Black Sparkle Time was around 1.1 million and was getting huge overpays. I mean, he was getting 200k, 300k, and he managed to somehow get 2. Hold up guys, only 14 people out of the 100 people watching this video right now have clicked the subscribe button. Bruh. It really does help out, and you can always change your mind later. Number 4 on this list is AF1 Wives, aka Inhalesin. So this user's definitely done some sus trading, aka plugging, because I remember when this guy had big items, I'd always check the UAID and they were often poisoned. He started with 200k halfway through May in 2020 and grinded his way up to 15 million at the end of February. Guys, 15 million gained in 7 months, okay? That's more than 2 million Robux gained a month. I mean, like, that's crazy. That's insane. Plugging or not, getting 15 million Robux takes effort. And you know, that's why I think it's still pretty insane. Congratulations to him. Alright, now we're getting real. Now we are up to number 3. Number 3 is undoubtedly one of the best hoarders and projectors of Roblox. His name is Doxed. You know, speaking about projections, look at his Da Vinci copters, which are currently projected up to 100k wrap, and he owns 100 of them. Doxed has consistently shown to be able to project and make profit and to be able to hoard. I mean, last year, Doxed ended up reaching 25 neon green crazy crowns, which used to not be so rare and go for around under 100k, which now, because of being hoarded, got rarer and raised to 450,000 value. I mean, look at this raise, going from 2.7 million all the way to 11.25 million. To be able to analyze which items are going to be rare and actually make an item unobtainable but still raise is really, really insane. I mean, respect to Dox, guys. He's one of the most creative profiters on this website. Number 2. Guys, we all know about Dominus Astra and how it has the most wrap a single item has on Roblox. A couple months ago, it actually sold for 26 million Robux. The user that we are talking about was actually the person who sold the Astra. His name is Zypher. He has 11 million value right now and 1,700 limiteds. He's shown incredible skill. I mean, if we just zoom in a little bit, we can see his real grind began at the end of October with around 600,000 value. He made his way all the way up to 9 million value on April 25th. That's when he had Dominus Astra. And then a developer bought it for 26 million Robux. And you know, we can clearly see the drop over here. And you know, currently he's grinded his way up and has 11 million value. I mean, even ignoring the sale of Astra, from November all the way to July 26th, I mean 9 months to get to 11 million. And you know, chances are he has millions of Robux in his account. So he's definitely got 20 million plus within 9 months. I mean, that is just insane, guys. Big ups to Zypher, guys. Alright guys, we are now up to number 1. Number 1 has been a big inspiration to me because I've actually seen him grow over time. This user I actually used to see in Trade Hangout often, and every time he came back, he had a larger value than before. Matter of fact, you can actually see him in the player list with 1.9 million value. And this was in August 29th, 2020. His name is the one and only Distorted Phantom. You know, Distorted I used to always see in the game, grinding at the end of 2019. And you know, he really did grind. I mean, look at this graph. He was just a casual person with 300k until November hit, where he had 450,000 value. I mean, this guy was a legit trader, and I know that for sure. He went from 450k all the way to a million and seemed to actually get hacked, which was pretty sad. Then from March 1st with his 1.1 million, he made it all the way to a peak value of 13.7 million on March 1st, 2020. In 1 year, legitimately getting to 14 million value. I mean, that's pretty insane. I remember him owning Orange Sparkle Times and all of these different items and always showing us how it was done and always somehow managing to get offers. I mean, look at that, almost 10,000 trade ads created. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if there's anyone who should also be on this list. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a great rest of your day.